we just give it all. We're in the final.
To the women's competition, and a win by USA over France puts them into the semi-finals. The semi-final draw has New Zealand against South Africa and Australia plays USA. In the first semi, the current world champions Australia are up against the USA. The Americans were virtual unknowns going into the championship, but they fought hard, eventually succumbing to Australian pressure, going down 2-0. The second semi has New Zealand up against South Africa. It's New Zealand who apply the early pressure, scoring after a good break down the middle. The South Africans now return the pressure, scoring off their captain, Hilda Diega. The Wellington Aquatic Centre is the only pool in the world especially built to suit underwater hockey. The court markings have been incorporated into the coloured tiles on the pool floor. Going into half-time, the Kiwis hold a narrow 2-1 lead over the South Africans. It's the South Africans who apply early pressure in the second half. A hole opens up in the Kiwi defence and the South Africans equalise, 2-2. After a strong Kiwi attack, it looks like a goal. But the umpire calls them back for an infringement. Only a few minutes left in the game and the South Africans mount another attack, scoring right on full time. New Zealand 2, South Africa 3. South Africa are into the final.
We found them in the playoffs. We found them really strong. We found them coming forward on the puck, very fast team. And we had to learn to contradict their tactics. And luckily we did get it right. But I still think that they were the team to beat.
All credit to the South Africans. They played a mighty game. We made a few mistakes. Also, I think a few referees' decisions were probably not in our favour, but you know, we wish them the best in the final. We'll be going for South Africa. Yeah, we want them to win.
The 1992 World Championship Women's Final. Rising stars South Africa against the current title holders.
To the strike. We're underway in the grand final of the women's event at the CMAS World Underwater Hockey Championships, and first action involves Australia and Alex Coombs-King. Just how do you think this game's going to go? You know the team so well.
Well, both teams play such a very different game. Australia like to swing it out the back, avoid confrontation, whereas the South Africans are very, very hard on the puck. They like confrontation. They're an extremely strong side. It's going to be a very interesting game.
So the Australians defend the far end of the pool. The grandstand end is defended by the South Africans. And already the action is underway here in the World Champs. And there's little doubt, I'm sure, that this one could be very, very close. after a very good and pulsating final in the first grand final. It was the Australians that came through. They're going for treble here in the underwater hockey, and already there's been plenty of action, especially from Australia. They're quickly on to attack the Australians as they come towards a chance, first goal to Australia, Jenny Harrison. Jenny Harrison, the goal scorer, and so Australian really have made their mark early into the strike again, and Australia again in the women's event have showed their skills with the stick and an excellent pass that really split that South African defence.
Yeah, you can't put the South Africans down though. South Africa's trait right through this competition has been where they are a little bit hesitant when they start. They tend to be a little bit more nervous, and mainly this is because this is their first World Championships. But look, don't you put those South Africans down. They're going to be very, very strong. Their strongest part is in the second half. Here they are coming really up that wall. They're going to be really strong in front of the goal. They're going to score. I'm sure they're going to score. Yes, there's a South African goal here. And here we are. You know, you can't put these South Africans down. They are strong. And look out, Aussie. Beautiful inside passes later. Taking that middle tactic here is number 9. Now 9, Elise. Elise is going to go all the way. Nose is just plucked away from it, just right on the goal lip. Fantastic bit of defence here by Australia. Number 1, no, it's not number 1. Sorry, number 11. Number 11, Jan Buchanan, just plucked it away off that lip. Boy, that's hair-raising stuff.
13 in her work too, Debbie Crusoe. She's been doing some battling down the right-hand side. This looks to be her now. What a magnificent charge! Will she go all the way? No! They held her out. Oh, good defence, but a fine charge from Debbie Crusoe. You have to give her top marks, and she's still in the action. Down, coming back with a strong charge, though, is the South Africans, and trying to draw it back down the left-hand side. But the Australians across the centre again. This has been concerted pressure, but it again is South Africa. They're able to clear it away, but only as far as the Australian midfield. They are back in to attack the Australians just on the edge of the D. Again, the South Africans are able to penetrate and clear it to the side. This is a good period of attack, this, Alex, and good defence.
Yes, it's really an exciting game. South Africa really putting their all in. I think that at the moment they've actually been dominating the game right through. Now they're really racing down that side. They're really putting a lot of pressure on that South African. Oh goodness me.
So possession, but South Africa holding on. 1-1, counting down. Number 5, can she break the deadlock? I don't think so. 4, 3, counting down. 1-1 at half-time. That's the scoreline. We're underway in the second half. So Australia against South Africa. The winner will pick up a world title. Launch into attack, and number 8 for South Africa, that's Filda de Jager, the skipper. She has the first opportunity to surge towards the goal. It's just defence from Australia that holds her out. Another opportunity. Number 7 searching for the puck. That's back to Rhoda.
South Africa are really certainly doing it there. They're pressing up there. It looks like they could be going for that goal.
Big chance. Goal! Goal to South Africa. 2-1. Took just 3 minutes in the second half. And is that the game breaker? So back to the action underwater. Number 2 for the South African side, Jeanne Grobler, she's involved. Number 7, Magda Rhoda, a charge down the right-hand side. Superb pass infield. Can they pick it up? No, it's back with Rhoda trying to battle for possession. Number 8, Filda de Jager comes through the pack to try and set up a goal. Unable to do so, and running away with Australia. It's a tussle between the Australians and South Africans. Nikki Sinclair makes a burst. Is she held up? 8, Filda de Jager, the captain. 2, that's Grobler. Grobler, the possession with South Africa. 23 seconds. 23 seconds. Sinclair, South Africa, hold on. There's 2 again. Spivey, Grobler. Grobler with a chance. All the attack. We're counting down nearly to 10. 7. 7 is Rhoda. Dramatic. 6. High drama. And is it a win? It is a win to South Africa. World champions, 1992.
So after a thrilling match at South Africa 2, Australia 1, we have a new world champion.
Yes, we were lucky enough to catch them sometimes, but they had a lot of possession and they were a very dangerous team all the time. We were never sure that we were going to beat them.
The 1992 men's final. New Zealand up against the very powerful Australians. Can New Zealand cause an upset?
Excellent start, though, from the Australians, and already they have the puck under some control, making